So again, everything you put onto the website needs to be a JPEG. So with your business cards, you're going to need to make sure that you set these up as JPEGs. So depending on how you laid them out, it's either going to be file and export or file and save as. And then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and pull them into Photoshop if you're looking to do them as a mockup. So I found this mockup here that has this kind of stacked setup. So the way that you would work with this, and every mockup is going to be different. So oftentimes the instructions, so to speak, are going to be inside of the layers themselves. So it looks like it says place business card backside, business card front side. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to come over to here to the front. I'm going to select all and I'm going to copy. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to double click on the front side. And now I'm going to paste that in there. Now, this is where it becomes funky. Each document you use might be slightly different. It might be British size or international size. It might be a standard size. It's just really going to depend. So I just transformed that so that I could turn it sideways. And I'm just turning off the back layer. Don't know why. Don't really need to do that. Going to hit save, and I'm going to close that. And now look at that. It automatically placed all those there. What's happened is this is a smart object. So whatever happens to this layer or this smart object, like say, for example, this is going to look super goofy, but I'm going to grab and scribble on a layer above this and save it. See, now it automatically shows up. So what that's doing is over here on all of these additional layers, the person who created this mockup already built those smart objects. So whatever you place in this spot automatically shows up in all of these others. So I'm going to double click on that. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to save it and close it. Now every mockup is going to be different. So you might have to fumble around a little bit to figure out what's happening and how to make it work. So I'm going to come over to here. I just pressed Command or Control A to select all, Command or Control C to copy, Command or Control V as in Victor to paste, Control or Command T. I'll hold down my Shift key. That keeps it in a 45-degree angle. I'm going to tuck it in a corner. And I'm going to drag it down and double click to accept. Control S to save, Control W to close. And now, come on, little computer. Ooh, I don't like that it's going that way though. So I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to transform. I'm going to hold down my Shift key, and when I have the transform, it's got the little hook arrow. It'll keep it perfectly 45-degree angles as I cycle it around. I can double click, close it, save it. Oh yeah, that's much better. Ooh, don't like that color though. So let's go ahead and change this background color. Ooh, fancy. Ooh, kind of like the darker blue. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Click OK. Awesome. Now, because Weebly only will take JPEGs and PNGs, I'm going to save this as a JPEG. So I'm going to call this one Business Card Grid Mockup. I'm going to put it in a folder that makes sense, like Business Card, and I'm going to save it. And that's how I would set up the mockup how I would set up my business card as a mockup. Now, as I mentioned before, every single one of these is going to be different depending on what you look up. So, be aware. You may have to experiment a little bit. If you want to try the mockups, go ahead and download a few, try them out. And if you run into problems, just let me know.